joys await us this evening. Hopefully it's a working OBS tonight, unlike Sunday. But I think I got to the bottom of that. I put some more AVG programs on my machine to clear out all the crap, and it seemed to interfere. So they've all gone. So fingers crossed this will go off without a hitch. I've also noticed that YouTube is currently about 16 seconds behind Twitch. That's always going to be fun, so I've got them up on my Mac just now, just to monitor it to make sure the stream doesn't crash without me noticing, like it did on Sunday. I completed an entire mission before I realised that the stream had stopped. That should be fun tonight. I had planned to do a little bit of gambling tonight, but I got a bit bored and impatient earlier on, opened up some lot boxes and got a sick ship. So, here we are. Back on the Romulan Delta Recruit. You're going to see me moving my head always tonight because I've got the Mac to the left of me. My main monitor's up here for OBS, and then I've got my game monitor straight in front of me. So, I'm certainly going to get a bit of workout tonight. So, Romulan Delta Recruit. We are now on the Iconian War, which means ton of Sealer, unfortunately. More Voyager. It does have some interesting missions in it as well. Ship-wise, I've still not picked up my new Romulan ship. I had planned to do that at some point, but I just can't decide which one I want. It won't be for traits, it'll just be for looks. Hey Josh. So, at the moment, I'm just running the legendary Talus, and I bought a load of ultimate plasma cannons and upgraded them during the upgrade weekend. The only thing I didn't upgrade was the warp core, which I really should have done and completely forgot all about. So, and something sold in the exchange. The exchange has been very active for me the last couple of days. A lot has went through, which resulted in a lot of gambling, which is why the ship turned up. So, I'll get fired into the Iconian War, and you can see how I feel as the stream goes on. I might jump over onto my main character and pick up the Shrike, and have a lot of play about with that as well. And thankfully my kids are now in bed. The wife is upstairs. So peace and quiet. Zero stress after the long day at work. It just seemed to be this afternoon, everybody wanted me at work for some reason or another. And tomorrow will be twice as bad because I am out in the morning for my physio, which then means everybody waits about an hour and then starts bombarding me with stuff. So it's also a reason I'm streaming tonight and not tomorrow night. I actually don't care about your distress call. Come on. Yeah, just doing a mission, I'm getting CSV misfires already. Also try and avoid shooting myself with plasma torpedoes as well.
Thanks for the assist. I don't know yet. Based on these ships' identification. This is Lieutenant
Lieutenant Gaius of this unit is this unit.
Past all the dialogue and actually hit the right option. It does help to progress the mission a bit. And then wait on the load times. And I'll just leave that weapon on just now until we need it. Like now. And I'm going to put my autofire back on. I said it before, I don't particularly like the look of the gun, but it is effective.
That doesn't help much. They must be trying to gain access to the gateway data.
Just trying to remember this mission. It's been a while since I've done it. The story missions are not exactly my favourite.
There's a door to
So
the
also
left.
trying to remember which ones actually got the delta on it. There isn't one. That's fine. So I've just got to complete the story arc and then jump into yesterday's war, I think it is, and suffer Tasha Yar again. Yeah. I was testing it earlier on, Dan, because obviously the ask on Discord earlier about it being stealth in there, which it hasn't been. On my main character, I'm still doing similar damage with it that I was over the last week or so. Much more shootage. Oh yeah, I remember this one now. This is one where you jump through the gateway, see all the ships, kind of run round and then run for the hills at the end.
Quick, through the side door and down to the gate.
No, it's not so much the gun down, it's more of the nerfed it. Somebody thought they might have done. Nah, I've got a bad feeling. Yeah, I thought as much. Forgot to change the difficulty again, didn't I? This is my alt, so it's not set up for anything. Back to normal. There's a dot on me there for some reason. Missing plasma grenade. The only person in the room I want to shoot and I can't shoot her. It's just not fair.
I surrender. Well, but
I have a pride.
no.
Seal.
She's definitely not my favourite character.
keep your friends close and your enemies close? It makes no difference. Besides,
I suppose we don't have...
I know you're... This is our one chance. Poor guy. My engineers report that they're...
Oh yeah, blaming engine room bombs.
This
It's all coming back to me. Try and remember what officers what.
What are you doing to my ship down there? Don't make things worse.
I would say this was a novel idea. One down, several to go. Try and do it without blowing myself up for a change. Seeing Discord messages pop up everywhere as well now. I get too distracted.
I shouldn't need to remind you that we're on a timetable, so I won't...
Well, she's a Romulan. Arrogance is a prerequisite. As I've said before, I've seen Denise Crosby in a few things and she's been alright, it's just that Star Trek just wasn't for her. Well, I guess I'm just shooting. No point in trying to chit chat here. That was impressive.
I recognize you. You have to help me. I'm a Republic intelligence officer. Seela's using you. She'll...
Guess that's him dealt with anyway. I was going to go, oh no, it's crashed, and I realised I just hit a wall.
I understand. The Nopata system?
Thankfully, skippable cutscene. Oh, come on. Takes so damn long. Yes, the screensaver was nice. Very Windows 95.
Those are top.
I'm just going to say is the cannon's actually going to fire. Because all I'm seeing is a pabbing on me. Interesting shipyard. Oh, we've got a watcher, bunch of freighters. Could have sworn I seen a Starfleet ship there a minute ago. I did. Just flew past it or something. I'm just curious to see what it was. It's one of the Galaxy variant. Speaking of which, I need to get that video on the Ross class done. See if I can get it out for the weekend. I wasn't overly impressed with the ship visually. When I was doing some test captures on it. There's a little sneak peek. Might help if I actually just opened the thing up. It's one of the new thumbnails. It's got a little bit of tweaking to do on it, and then it'll be good to go. Don't say don't get any leaks on my streams.
Hakeem.
Oh, come on, hurry up.
The Toshi.
The one thing I do like about the game, though, is that they did do the attention to detail for each faction having the appropriate
Someone else has been through
tricorders and beaming effects and so forth. Let's make the British crew actually work for a living.
Why am I not surprised the mess hall is the one place here that isn't a total wreck?
Definitely changing the level as soon as this one's finished. I do it every bleeding time as well. Want a new character. Mr. Hawk. Certainly did, bud. Just started the Iconian war story arc on the Delta. I've set it to the wrong difficulty and I'm suffering. I'm also actively keeping an eye on both the YouTube and the Twitch streams to make sure OBS doesn't crash out on me.
Smart enough to take the weapons out of the armory.
I was saying earlier on that I was going to do some gambling this evening, but I got bored and impatient earlier on and decided to open up the boxes, not expecting to get anything, and another T6 ship dropped.
Hakeem Sanctum.
So that was a nice little bonus. It shafted on everything else.
There must be a way through this blank wall. Maybe there's a release
one
for this
board
in the office.
pack dropped out of Infinity, and I got a terrible board off of it, unlike Spencer that opens a couple of them, and his RNG's that high that he gets all the decent ones.
Computer.
Don't need Psi and engineering to have healing powers. One of them does. Just not, there you go. Medical. So test yourself. And besides, generally I don't need it. Except when I put it on the wrong difficulty. Just to add to the suffering stream that I'm not getting paid for.
Let's get this gateway working again.
You're getting a little too close.
That sounds like one of my kids down that should be in his bed.
You should be more careful about the loyalty of your subordinates.
Don't know why he came down just to hand me a set of headphones. Don't know what he's done with them. Give him a second to see what he's up to.
Stop her! Don't let her escape!
If he forgets I can hear him when he's down the stairs running about. It's on my way back upstairs now.
There we go. I'll just put in those coordinates.
Actually, it's the middle child as well, the most rebellious of all three of them. No hesitation, bump, run straight through. Take my inspiration from SG-1. They never hesitated to jump through that gate. I love the engagement extenders they've installed in this game. I've already do that with a fall one. Probably. Oh, to be fair though, my laptop is loud. I've got the system ramped right up so the fans are on full blast on it. I see it was a relatively cheap and cheerful laptop. It's a Asus Gaming one, can't remember the model. But does enough to run everything I need to run simultaneously. And until I win the lottery,
Good.
it'll do. Well, until it gives up the ghost and then I'm going to get a tower.
Now, let's see what secrets we can wrest from this facility. Automated defenses? What a waste of time.
Yeah, my typical response would be, where did we end up? We don't know. Can we get back? Not sure. Yeah, let's try and get back first, and if we can, we'll come back, and then we'll do the rest of it.
Get that force field down!
Rather than taking the Stargate Atlantis approach of, let's just go.
I won't let you take me.
But that would freak me out though.
We need to catch her before she can
Going,
cause any more
that's
harm.
a long way down.
She's locked the door. Try to unlock it with one of these consoles.
Seal is very, very demanding.
Interesting. According to this data, we're in the Andromeda Galaxy. You
At
should
least we know where we
download
are.
some of these files to your tricorder.
It'd be more fun if it'd been
The
the
sphere seems to be much older than the others.
Pegasus Galaxy.
There's communication traffic from Iconian ships inside the sphere. I've never seen these kinds of vessels before.
I just like the massive plot twist at the end.
Ah, here we go.
Not this mission, but of the arc. Of who was responsible for what.
Got it. The door is open. Taurus must have overloaded the collimators enough. Without my help, you won't be able to get the gate.
Without her help. Didn't need big ass gun. Not that way. What they're so worried about. Oh, he stings a little. Is it just me or has that actually gotten brighter? Yes, yes, a lot of pretty ships, we get it.
Do you really how absurd? Take a look at. Did you feel that? The sphere just jumped. The Iconian invasion is beginning.
Time to run. See, medical generator. Always comes in handy.
The gateway is destabilizing. I'll take care of this. Jump through now. It's a herald, the personal guards and servants for the Iconians, fighting.
Yeah, Universe. Although it had Bobby Carlyle in it, the cast just didn't feel right to me. It didn't seem to gel properly. Atlantis I thoroughly enjoyed. Especially when Skinner started to appear in it more regular and we got more of the Daedalus. The finale was... yeah, so. I'm guessing they did the same as they did with Discovery, just announced it was getting canned halfway through the season or something. So they had to wrap it up quickly. Right, so why am I not beaming up? Thank you. Right. First things first. Nope, not change character. I was writing the world down.
As you can see,
Don't know why anybody would want to do it on
we have no
advanced
information
or...
about Sela's whereabouts, but I have no doubt that she is still making alliances and raising
What
armies.
have we got on this?
But even that threat is less pressing than the arrival of this new sphere near the Iconian system. As far as we can tell, this sphere is far larger and... Greetings.
I'm going to find a medic.
The war
So I've healed up. Yes. I think we've now found out where Discovery got their inspiration from. Oh, he didn't just say that. Oh, yes, he bloody well did. Right. Never actually had to visit the medic on New Romulus before. Fix me. Cool. Right. Jump into the next mission. And it's still very disconcerting how far YouTube is behind Twitch. And speaking of YouTube, probably the way things are going, July, I'll be doing the T6 coupon giveaway. So YouTube stats about a week behind. I'm sitting around about 2,300 watch hour. Imagine that. Since when did YouTube bots like Discovery? Who's making fun of it? I'm just calling it out for what it is.
Welcome, and thank you for coming.
Herald ships on an intercept course. All ships, defend the starbase. I've never seen anything like these Herald ships before. There's too many of them. Begin evacuation procedure.
Where did they go? Where did they go?
More Herald ships on sensors. Deploying reinforcements.
Be nice to get some backup every once in a while, I suppose.
Starting my run for the station.
They're cutting through our shield. They're using gateways to get inside the defense perimeter. There's no stopping.
It must be nice to actually get weapons that actually fire correctly.
Harold closing in. Evasive maneuver.
We're losing shuttles. Scout the perimeter before the next wave. The Heralds are sending more ships. This isn't going to end well.
We've taken some damage. Just need to get far enough away to go to war.
And unskippable cutscenes.
A gateway is opened inside the station. They're boarding us. Security teams, report to Deck 6.
Guess I'm lagging it. C minus, I was going to give him a D. Ah, shut up, Paris. What awaits me? Somebody's selling 7 T6 ship coupons for 330 million each. We didn't get the T6 bundle, did we? Oh yeah, I remember. Let's just hit all the wee quickies just for giggles. I'm supposed to speak to somebody.
Thank you. Now that the area is
Ooh, there's a big one. Run away fast. I thought those wee warp bubbles actually did anything.
More heralds are on their way. We can take a defensive position in the ruins.
I feel an Optimus Prime moment coming on. I'll take these all on. And just run in. You die. Die as well.
Sensors indicate Herald forces inbound to this position. We must hold here.
The deep levels of concentration here. That wee web grenade does come in handy off this gun, I have to say.
Next, we must clear the path.
Everything still seems to be running. Doing well. The only question I've got is why didn't we just beam down? Greed. Or maybe they were just lonely. Yeah, just wanted some pals. Somebody to play with.
Hold the path. The camp near the power station. There will be reinforcements there.
I just remembered I said I got rid of a shafty with a lockbox opening earlier, but I didn't got another covert assault drones and a couple of space traits and that to make the EC back quite nicely.
I think we can take it from here.
I always have to stand and have conversations with folk. I have communicators. Just do it that way.
Reinforcements are on their way.
Watch out! Gateway opening to the east.
But whose reinforcements? That's the question. Oh, time gating again.
There's a gateway opening to the north. Watch
So of course I know which way is north, south, east and west. Like R2D2 was running so low on batteries there. Yep. Oh, entire team's down. Whoopsie.
Heralds inbound from the southeast.
Yes, yes they are. I noticed that I've got them both up on my Mac just now, just making sure the stream doesn't crash. But I noticed that when I hit start stream, that's about 10-second delay, then Twitch started, and about 15 or so seconds later, YouTube started. It's a bit more obvious to see when I had the countdown timer on. See, I've not had enough yet. Yeah, I think it's just the interface between the streaming software and the relevant platforms. I'm sure if I was on other platforms, they'd all be out of sync. No, I think it's just the way that the connection is to YouTube, to be honest. Everything's set up for minimal delay on the streaming software, so it's just the way that Twitch probably handles it a bit better, as it's predominantly a streaming platform, whereas YouTube's does both. Is it hamster soup tonight? To the spheres.
New Romulus is reporting heavy casualties. What happened
See, I just want to get this storyline done so I never have to do the story missions ever again. Unless they introduce a new recruit type or update the existing ones where you get more stuff for doing more of the story missions. Nice.
Your presence defiles this sacred space. Heralds,
Some very nice bratwurst in Berlin when I was over last year. And proper stuff. Take her out then. Stop copying the silly wee stormy things and just shoot. Just an Iconian, it's nothing too special. Right, where's the bits and bobs I need to go in? Yeah. At least this one doesn't bug out the way the Romulan one does, with Tholians ending up down on the bleeding plasma. Not the plasma, the lava. And they're an absolute pain in the backside to try and get and kill. Oh, we're taking a Picard approach now. Make it so.
I'm a little busy here. Acknowledged.
Run into the gateway again. Yeah, that's what I have been watching, too much Stargate. Got another follower on Twitch. That's good. Don't know if the overlays are working. Supposed to be big announcements pop up. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I get one. We're the first ones, yada yada yada. I just not have the common decency to die fast enough. Should be so afraid that they don't even come near us. See, this time gating does man nothing. You want an engagement, you don't need to time gate if your game is entertaining enough. Or has enough sales in it, for example, to give us new toys to keep playing with. Or has a test server that you can copy tunes over and spend days on. Come on, you just fall down. Oh. I can also see he's dead, Jim. There's something just irritating the back of my ear the night. I don't know what it is. Alright. Word for the day where we have a game that has no load screens, no load time, it's just all instantaneous.
Where are the heralds getting all these ships? More inbound.
Herald ships on an intercept
Yeah, I
course.
see them. And of course there's on an intercept course. They're always on an intercept course.
More Herald ships. These guys just won't give up.
I have to say, I do like the look of these ultimate plasma cannons. They do look quite nice. And that is when they actually fire.
1 minute out. Keep fighting.
I'm just going to see what's the rest.
Heralds are sending reinforcements. Watch your back. Just a little longer.
That is the only problem with using the plasma torpedoes is they do hit hard, but when you get too close to them, they hit you as well. There we go. Oh, now everybody turns up.
And the cavalry arrives just in the nick of time. Let's show these heralds what we can do.
I think I was doing pretty well by myself, to be honest. If I should see which way I was facing, it would probably help. Solar gateways are annoying.
We'll hold the herald forces here. Alpha team, engage that dreadnought before it can power up its weapon.
I'm guessing I'm Alpha Team. Can't turn to save myself just now. Where can I seem to fire? One big ass plasma torpedo there. Ooh, another one done. That would come handy. Yeah, might come handy for something.
The war continues, and all of our... Captain Tom Paris has requested your ship for a joint mission with his... The war continues.
One. Right, so I think I'll do Delta Flight And then a wee quick look at the main character as well. Touch all that rubbish just now. Oh yeah, forgot about that. Plasma feedback. Interesting. Who's my science guy? It's normally how I use, so. Mr. Thornburg, how are we doing? Just running through the lovely Iconian war. Right, let's get on to a lovely Delta flight. Nice. This is my chilling at the moment. Well, it's also my suffering. I'm not a big fan of the story arcs anymore. Done it too many times. But kids are in bed, wife's upstairs. Get to play STO.
Welcome to the USS. It's not that I'm looking for. I'm Canna Jenna. It's good to get.
Jolan,
They'll be lovely people.
Andrew.
Warrior. Thanks for coming. Nice to see you again. Especially
To be honest, I think this is the uniforms that should have used in Picard, to be honest.
Not my...
No, I'm not going to queue for an ISE. I'm busy. Come on, hurry up and load. I always see the stuff that doesn't get done very much because it's not spooled up ready to go. Right.
The rubble in our way used to be the planet known as... The Heralds have...
Yeah. 2 seconds. Sorry about that. My 8-year-old, who was supposed to be asleep about an hour ago, is still up, annoying me. So, complaining about a bug in his room.
We've done it. Hurry. Okay, here's the... How would you rate your piloting? Bringing up your navigational HUD. Now, try to stick to the path I've outlined.
I can just hear him creeping about.
The mineral content of the asteroids will shield us from the Herald sensors. Try to stay in formation with the rest
Thankfully, the other two are sound asleep. Yeah, it's just went 10 o'clock. So I tend to stream at this time as normally the kids are in bed and get peace. In theory, anyway, I'd get peace. I think you just seen me earlier on and came up with an excuse to come back down.
Sure what that means. Some kind of an alpha quadrant thing?
Kind of.
Yeah,
I'll explain it later, Ferrex.
Fire your proton packs, kids. The next turn is a tight one.
that's the joys when you got to try and work out what time zones what, especially with the STO updates. So I know that for Pacific time, I know I'm 8 hours ahead, which is nice and easy. Yep. I seen you were doing it earlier on. Just my Romulan Delta that I'd done last year or the year before. I just never got around to doing it and suffered mission burnout.
Everyone's mom tells them they're handsome.
So I've done the full storyline across,
More chances of being spotted.
let's try to think,
Sensors show that the
7
asteroid is mostly hollow.
characters on my main account,
Fire in the hole.
and must be about the same on my Xbox account. So yeah, I've done it quite a bit. And then of course redoing all the missions to collect all the sets.
They don't like it when you do that at full impulse.
Yeah. Wait. Who let Ferrex fly inside ESD? Weston?
No comment.
Fasten your seatbelts. It's gonna be a bumpy night.
Ha! I've flown through worse in the Badlands.
Whoa, Moral. Watch the paint job there, Tiger.
Don't be a rear seat pilot!
I think you mean backseat driver.
But we're
So one thing that annoyed me quite a bit about when they tried to do Tom Paris as the 20th century history buff, just didn't come off quite right.
Aero patrol up ahead. Take them out before they can warn the others.
Yeah, I thought I'd missed one.
I'm jamming their outgoing transmissions, but it won't last.
Right, get me out of red alert so I can beam over. Come on.
We need backup over here.
Then wait for the next map to load. I do have my Lucky Red shirt on this evening. Saying earlier I was going to do a bit of gambling earlier on. I bought a load of keys off the exchange, but then I got bored in between meetings and decided just to open the lock boxes earlier and pop some nice stuff out of them. And I thought there's no point in buying any more keys because I just had a T6 ship drop. So a lot of people asking questions on Discord at the moment as well. Where am I going? I'm going this way. Blind force field, that's fine. Just like the melt. Chat windows annoying me. It's scary that a Romulan's got command codes for a Federation starship.
Fell back here to the bridge crew has now that you and your team are.
Yeah, T6 Infinity, Covert Assault, Kit Module, Boarded Off Pack, which didn't give me anything exciting unfortunately, and then some Space and Ground trait boxes that I've put up on the exchange. But in saying that though, I had hit the pity point because I've been opening lot boxes for the last week or so. Just buying them off the exchange when the keys were cheap. And then flipping whatever I got out of them if I was lucky. And then buying more. So the RNG has been relatively kind to me of late. Not by the folk that buys thousands of keys and opens thousands of lot boxes. I'll open it if I've got it, and if I don't, then I'll just wait until I do.
I think that's the last.
Your ship is
Everyone on
as much as I
know if you.
good job on the.
Well, fixie time, isn't it? There's fixie. There we go. Actually, if I zoomed in the map a bit, I can actually see what I'm supposed to fix.
That does it. Let's both get back.
I do all these bridges for the missions, but they don't generally include them with the ships in the stores, which is a bit unfortunate. I like a nice ship interior. I do think they missed a trick with the 15th bundle though. I think it should have put in a load of Constitution refit bridges. Even if it was just the one from Wrath of Khan and Star Trek 6 or something. That would have been really nice.
The heralds are going to notice one of their
Let's get a wiggle on and get this done.
Pick up the pace, people.
I got some scans of those ships. Should give me an advantage when we get to the station.
We're coming up on the center of their operations.
Detecting Solanae energy signatures ahead. Solanae, ugh. Give me the creeps.
I hate how when you do you change your map, it knocks all your consoles off. Area cleared and onto the big station thingamajiggy. I think.
Weston, you're up. We'll keep them busy.
Skippable cutscene, that's what we like to see.
Station shields are down. It can't be damaged.
It's handy. Let's see if we can get the weapons to fire.
We're getting there. Attack the dreadnought.
We'll do it when it comes back.
Two nodes left on the station. Take them out now.
Yes, Dad. So demanding.
Last node. Destroy it.
Especially since I technically outrank him.
Shields are offline. Destroy the dreadnought.
Yeah, that's a dreadnought. Actually, I don't fly a ship often, but it's a damn fun little ship to fly. Even on a semi-theme build.
Trying something and it's not.
Detecting a power surge.
I have their main computer. There's completely down.
There we go, another one down.
Losing Weston is regrettable, but we needed a victory today. Thanks to you, we have one.
Just do that.
Congratulations,
And
Admiral.
all of our warriors are needed. The Empire rigged the war continue.
I don't know where this is trying to fly to, but let's jump over to the main just now. As if this is actually going to work. Yep, there we go. Been having a lot of problems today, connection wise. Seemed to be a routing issue with my ISP to the servers because it worked fine on a VPN, but kept timing out and trying to change characters. And back to my usual hidey hole. And one thing I noticed when I was doing the video on this, as they float up and down like a whale's tail, I found it quite mesmerising. Yeah. Enough of that shenanigans. Somebody got the pink shield. Very nice. That wee flashing green I find very irritating. Should be a case of as soon as you click on it, it goes away. Yeah. This is going to be Sod's Law, that as soon as I do this, we'll suddenly get a new months bundle and this ship is going to be in it. Campaign one. That's one I wanted. Well, we are going for the strike, and there we go, pull the trigger on it. See what funny names it can come up with. Bonanza, there we go. Can't beat a ship called Bonanza. Clear all this out. Unfortunately, I don't have any upgrade tokens yet, but here's hoping we'll get a Phoenix event soon. I can stock back up on them. Right, what am I going to put on this? Yeah, probably just a CSV setup. I do that, and then I do this. That's what I did. That on, and Gemini, whatever that is, there we go. Take that off, and DPRM, that's fine. Yeah, got a Fleet Power Network on. Do that. Disable that. Disable that. And bridge officers. Swap them over to Intel. So it's 3. Distributed targeting and enough fun if you had better intel stuff on that character. I'll just keep my sight on just in the off chance. Right, science. Engineer with miracle worker. Not exactly my favourite setup. I'll just ignore the specialisation seating on it. Watcher side, there we go. And what to put on this one? Stick another watcher on it just now. Tag team. If I'd actually put beam overload on it, that'll do. Trait wise, Northern Barrage. Weapon haste will do. Yep. Righty ho, there we are. Right, let's go and sort out the trees. It's always the fun part of doing a new ship, is you've got to sit and do all your trees again. But the one thing I want to do is play with this portal weapon. Because the mechanics behind it, they did very well. I don't think it's overly practical, unless you're doing, I think, a hive. It would come in very handy in, because in that way you can attack the queen from a fair distance away. I wonder what was on an 11-minute cooldown. I'm like, that's a bit excessive. Yeah, what's that? That's a Juggernaut array. Port weapon. I've got you. And go there. Right. I do wish you could just set, certain trays and slots and just say, right, it's for this and this there. If there's one that contradicts it, it asks you which one to put on. So I have to sit and drag everything back over. Yeah. Weapons. I realise what I haven't put on. And put attack pattern beta on. That's a bit silly of me. Sitting thinking to myself, I'm missing something. I don't know what I'm missing, but I'm missing something. I can go there. I can go there because I'm on my main. So it does have uncon. Trigger, and that is right. Anyway, that's that done. I was going to say that doesn't quite look like the strike, but I just realised it's got the Safe Galaxy Vantage Shield on it. Now it looks a bit more like a shadow vessel. Just around the cell colours, that's all. I don't quite fancy that on that one. That's an interesting pattern effect. It's a green one. Yeah, I'll stick with the barrel just now. Let's save this and then I'm going to take it into a patrol and play a bit with this portal weapon and get it loaded up. Throw it into a wanted delete and that should hopefully do it. At least OBS has behaved itself this evening. It's not cut off the stream numerous times. That was not 45 seconds. Rocket, that portal was open for 5. I have to say, it's actually quite nimble for a juggernaut. Handles quite well.
Looks like our fight got them to notice us. Let's go over
Quite
now.
impressed so
Their
far.
boss might come out of hiding.
It does look quite good with that vanity shield on it. Now, I do recall somebody saying that the juggernaut array takes a while to fire. Yeah. Hey, managed to get the ship to come through it. Nice.
You will stand down and surrender to the Venton Guard. Sensors are picking up small habitations in some of the asteroids. Possibly.
Certainly has that timing to doing that total weapon up. It does kind of look like the Batwing from the top, and almost like a shadow vessel. As well from Babylon 5, so far we've had the White Star and the shadows. Nice. Unfortunately, this isn't a battle cloak, it's just a standard one, I just realised. We'll look at its effect in a moment.
Picked up a tight beam transmission on a new frequency. We're jamming that spectrum of their comms now.
Also realise I haven't put a basic manoeuvres on my bar. That was even open for 5 seconds. What was seriously wrong with that console? Which is quite frustrating and disappointing. I'm not overly impressed with the Juggernaut array either. It doesn't seem to have as much impact as, say, the one from the World Razor. Yeah, anyway, that's that done.
Thank you for your assistance. The Kazon have... We have the suspect.
And is that mastered? Hopefully so. Fantastic. So I'll have auto play about with that trait as well. And I'll take that off and put the new one on. And then I'll test that out later on. I can actually remember what it's called, that is. Begins with an E. That's good to know. And there it is. Right, I'm afraid that's going to be all for this evening. Try and get the Iconian War finished off on Sunday night. But thank you to everybody that tuned in. Hope you enjoyed yourselves. And I don't know if there's anybody over on Twitch to raid out to, because I haven't actually done a raid before. There we go. That's not a Star Trek Online one. No, there we go. There's somebody doing Star Trek Online. So I shall do the raid over on Twitch. And I shall catch up with the rest of yous on Sunday, if not before. So, thanks again for watching.